All right, guys, it's your boy Shades. Let's talk about BKKT. BKKT, there's a bear flag here. It broke down. No one should be surprised by this. I am not surprised by this. I saw this coming. I knew this was going to happen. A lot of people were telling me and asking me, hey, what do you think of BKKT down here, nice and cheap at 64 cents? Easy double, you name it. A lot of people got a little too excited down here and did buy in. They didn't listen to me when I told them, like, hey, this is not an easy double. You got to look at the big picture here. If you think it's an easy double, I mean, go ahead and buy in, but you're probably going to end up holding a massive, and I mean massive bag as it continues to trend downward and then reverse split, because that's more than likely what's going to happen. So if we take a closer look here, BKKT, bear flag, very different price action. Very different price action compared to the past. In the past, when we came down to 64 cents, look what happened after a couple of days. We bounced and we actually quadrupled to 250 plus. This time, it did not do that. Yes, it came down nice and cheap to 64 cents. I get it. Maybe you could have doubled or tripled your money, but it did not recover right away. It did not immediately start trending to the upside and creating higher lows. Instead, it just went sideways, creating a bear flag, and it broke down today. Now they have to stay compliant in order to stay on the Nasdaq, or no, New York Stock Exchange, I believe. So they got what 6 months to stay compliant with the New York Stock Exchange share price listing rule. If they don't do it organically, if this thing doesn't start running back up above a dollar, then the only thing that can happen is a reverse split in order for it to go higher. That's not 50. Woohoo. That doesn't mean anything. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, not an easy double. Some people got this silly idea that it's like, oh my god, this is going to be the easiest money ever. Just buy down here at 64 cents because last time it bounced, right? Anyone who just jumped into it blindly, boom, now they're stuck. And I even mentioned it in the Discord way back when. Careful with this one. If it doesn't come back above a dollar, reverse split to remain compliant in the future, it has to bounce above a dollar like it did last time. So if it can't hold 60s, it's only going down, and it can spiral from there with the future offerings, not touching that one with a 10 foot. Oh, just curious, what's the big deal with BKKT? About 40 million registered direct offering with institutional investors and 10 million concurrent. What's the deal with adding shares? It seems to me that BKKT can absorb several offerings and still have much less shares outstanding. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know if BKKT has bottomed. And B, AITX has no obligation to be back above a dollar, whereas BKKT does. So this guy just wasn't thinking ahead. He was just focused on the shares. I don't even care about that. If a stock is bottomed, nothing else matters. Do you like buying bottoms? I like buying bottoms. Who doesn't? But right now, this is not a bottom. Until this thing starts showing signs of bottoming, we should expect this to move like Mullen and just go lower and lower, and people holding that bag are just gonna continue to get screwed over and over again. This is Mullen on the monthly chart. Look at that. Boom. That's exactly what you should anticipate with BKKT if they don't organically make their way back above a dollar. It was in a nice trading range. It was like, look at that trading range, beautiful trading range. Look at that sideways action. But we finally are starting to trend downward. Do you really want to buy something that's just going lower on the monthly charts? That is something you need to ask yourself. And if you're an investor and you bought above a dollar or at 60 cents, you better hope it comes back up for you and it does not follow the Mullen price action. AITX, on the other hand, if we look at the monthly, it's been going sideways here since 2017. Since 2017, it's been for 7 years now. It's been going sideways here between double zero land and $1. So this thing is at the bottom right now, and we're looking at the monthly. So would you rather, buy something that's going sideways on the monthly, or something that looks like it's on the verge of following Mullen? Because they just started this downtrend recently, by the way. Let's look at Mullen. That is your future there. So you better hope that things go well, or else it's not easy money. It looked like easy money, and now I'll admit I got excited, like, ooh, it's this stock Bkkt. It's near a previous bottom. It bounced 4x from 64 to a high of what? What was the high here? 274. Like that it did look like easy money. Even I was interested, but I looked at the big picture. Good luck if you're in it, but it's looking like a Mullen rehash.